Is someone there? Oh, over here, stranger. Quickly, follow me. We can take shelter from the storm at my home. Oh, thank goodness. You made it safely. Here, sit on this chair by the fire. Hurry! You, just sit there and I'll bring over a blanket. Here you are, stranger. This should keep you warm. Oh dear, you're practically frozen solid. Is there anything else you need? I could make you a warm meal or some hot chocolate or... Oh, yes, how rude of me. I am the sole caretaker of this lodge here. I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I was merely concerned for your well-being. It's not much, but I hope my humble home will do. At least until the storm passes. I inherited it from my grandparents and moved here with my mother when I was young. We set the place up like a little cozy inn, in case any passerby needed a respite from the cold. I suppose it's fulfilling its purpose pretty well, I will say it has been a long time since anyone has been through this path. Not many travelers take the mountain pass anymore. Understandably so, when we have snowstorms like these, it gets quite lonely up here. Huh? What am I doing all alone up here? Well, it's a bit embarrassing, but I don't really mesh well with people. Not that I dislike being around others. Quite the opposite, really. I just dislike crowds. Also, my mother passed away a few years ago, so it's just been me keeping this old place running. I get visitors every now and then, but they rarely stay long. Certainly never long enough to make a friend or to... never mind. You haven't stopped shivering, dear stranger. Are you still too cold? The offer for food or hot chocolate from earlier still stands, if you'd like. Of course, I'll go make some fresh for us then. Do you like marshmallows in yours? Yeah, me too. I'll be right back. Here, this should warm you right up. Oh, I apologize for the wait. Oh, it's too hot? Here, allow me. There, try now. Is it better? Yay, I'm glad. I haven't made hot cocoa in ages. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. It's just, well, I just, haven't seen a human face in so long. Nonetheless, one this handsome... Anyways, well, where were you headed? I can't imagine why a young, fit, strong-looking man like you would be traveling out in a storm like this. Oh, so you've been wrongly exiled away from your home village? Why? You seem so nice. You can't say, but it's not like you did anything wrong, right? Right, I see. I do suppose that would be hard to talk about. Well, I'm always here if you need someone to listen to your troubles. Well, you know, for as long as you stay here, that is. It's just, I can't imagine how hard it must be getting sent away from your home, your life, all just to end up stuck in a storm out in the middle of nowhere. What? You don't mind because you got to meet me? I'm glad you enjoy my company. I'm just happy I could lessen the pain, even if it's just a bit. I feel bad about making the storm now. Huh? What? Or it's nothing. It's just saying I would feel bad sending you back out in the storm like this. Your complexion has improved a lot, but you haven't stopped shivering even after drinking that whole mug of hot chocolate. I just wish there was something I could do for you. At this rate, it won't be enough to keep you from getting frostbite. Well, there is one thing I could do, but I don't know. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Are you sure, darling? I mean, dear guest, it's a bit embarrassing. Alright then. Well, I was just thinking I naturally give off a lot of body heat due to, my unique family line, shall we say? And I was wondering, you know, if you would want to maybe cuddle with me to warm up? Really? I mean, of course, I'll just slide in beside you and rest on your lap. Let me just slip beside you. There we are. Is this comfortable, dear? I'm not crushing you, am I? You know I'm not exactly an ideal woman. I am so tall, and no matter what I do, I can't seem to lose all this extra weight. You don't mind a bigger woman? You think I'm pretty, as tall as I am too? I see. That makes me really happy. Still, I'm not crushing you, right? Good. I'd hate to inconvenience you more than I already have. Never mind. Let me just snuggle in nice and close. Wrap my arms around your neck and your back and run my fingers up and down your body. For warmth, of course. You're looking better already. But if you still feel cold, you can always grab onto me and pull me tighter. Don't worry about grabbing too hard. I might even enjoy it if you did. This is used to be my mother's. She was even more, how do you put it politely, gifted in their physique than I am. You'd have loved her, I bet. Anyway, she used to set me on her lap, just like this, and read me fairy tales and old stories that her grandmother told her as a child. She'd stroke my hair and tell me all about the Yuki-Onna who supposedly lived on these mountains. You've heard about them, huh? I bet you've always been told they were mean old ladies who froze people and kept them as trophies. Cruel mistresses with icy hearts who would trick travelers into following them into the cold only to watch them freeze for their own enjoyment. Terrifying specters who could call down blizzards and snowstorms to trap their prey. Kind of like the one we're stuck in now. Yes, I expected as much. But my mother always told me different stories. One that showed Yuki-Onna as more kind-hearted but shy and temperamental spirits. Would you like to hear my favorite? Okay then. How did it start again? Alright. There was once a man who was caught in the midst of a terrible storm, high in the mountains with no help or safe haven in sight. The snow blanketed his path, and eventually the blizzard grew so strong he couldn't even see where he was going. He took one wrong step and he fell. Only a short distance, but enough to knock him unconscious. However, before his consciousness faded away, he saw a woman floating above him, circled in iced snow. The woman had beauty beyond that of any mortal girl. Her skin was as pale as the snow that swirled around her. Her hair was a deep, icy blue, as deep as a frozen lake. And her eyes, her eyes shone like sunlight through sparkling icicles. She appeared almost like a ghost. Before the man fell asleep, the ghost floated down beside him and whispered in his ear, "Human, your life is too precious to waste. I will offer you a second chance. Tell no one of what you saw this day. Not a single soul, and I shall spare your life." He nodded, and in an instant, the snowstorm faded away, the clouds parting and the bitter wind ceasing. Still, it was only the second encounter that truly saved him. Snow still covered him, and he had fallen into a deep sleep. He would surely have frozen, if not for a woman who happened to spot him from higher along the mountain path. She rushed down to his side and carried him back to her home, setting him by the fire. When he woke, he thanked his savior deeply, and she provided for him as he recovered. Yes, I suppose this does mirror our own introduction, just a bit. Maybe even more than you know. She cared for the man as his injuries healed, and eventually he was able to leave and return home. However, just as he was preparing to leave, a terrible snowstorm struck the mountain again, just like the one he had been caught in before. The girl offered to let him stay longer, and he agreed. As they stayed together, the man and woman began to talk. The two quickly fell in love, and even after the man was able to leave, he decided to stay with her instead. The couple spent months together, then a year, then years. The two were enraptured in pure bliss. At least they were at first. Eventually, the man confided in his lover about the night they first met, telling her that she was not the first woman he saw that night. He told her of the spirit he had seen and her ability to calm the snow and ice, and how she had helped save him. His lover fell silent. Tearfully, she asked him, "Why? I ask you never to tell anyone of what you saw that night. Why would you betray me?" He realized far too late that his love, the one who had saved him again that night, was the very same spirit who saved him the first time. Before he could say another word, his lover disappeared into a mist of snow and ice. All that remained of her was a cold, chilling wind. He never saw his love again, and the cabin they lived in was abandoned, left with nobody to care for it ever again. Sorry, I know that wasn't exactly the happiest ending, but I still love the story, you know? It's so tragic yet strangely romantic in a way. The poor Yuki-Onna just wanted a lover, you know? And when she finally found one, he broke her trust by telling someone about her. Even if the poor guy could have possibly known it was her, I suppose. She must have been so lonely in that mountain cabin, just waiting for someone to find her. I know that feeling pretty well. Oh wait, you've stopped shivering. Huh? And I stopped stuttering? Oops, I guess I ruined that one fast, huh? I guess I just started to feel a bit more comfortable around you. You know, I've never told anyone else that story before. It means a lot to me. It's the last thing I have to remember my mother by. I can still hear her voice reading it to me whenever I think about it. Even if I get a lot of the details wrong when I recite it by memory. I'm pretty sure the story was actually 2 people, and one of them was left to freeze by the Yuki-Onna. That paints her in a kind of rude light though, so I prefer my version. No, wait. I didn't mean for it to. No, you're right. The storm's dying down a bit. I guess that means you'll be going now, huh? Yeah, I know. You obviously can't stay here forever, right? I enjoyed your company greatly though, and you're always welcome back here anytime. I don't love to tell you more of my mom's old stories. Huh? you want to stay the night with me? But the storm might kick back up by the morning, and who knows if it ever let up again if you did. You'd be forced to stay here as long as it kept going. I mean, with how the weather works around here and all. Not like I'd purposely be keeping you here or anything. Why am I acting so strange? What do you mean? I don't want you to feel pressure to stay or anything. I'm just happy to have company, And for you to offer to stay with me like that, it means a lot. Also, maybe I was kind of hoping you'd want to cuddle more. I mean, only if you want to. Really? Really? I'd love to then. Shall we move to the bed? I wouldn't want you to start shivering again, so I could, cuddle you overnight. I'd love to then. Oh no. And there's the blizzard again. I suppose it's a good thing you decided to stay with me for the night anyway. If you left now, you'd just be caught out in the snow and you'd be forced to come back anyways. Oh, right. Kinda. Have to get off your lap before we can go anywhere. Sorry. But by the way, dear, what's your name? I just realized I never asked. I was, preoccupied. I see. That's a beautiful name, darling. I'm so glad you decided to stay with me. Just don't tell anyone about me whenever I decide to let you go. Alright? Hello everybody, this is KatherynIsTrying, back with another outro. Woo! I remember there was this one comment that said, they liked when I wooed, woo, in my outros. I don't know why, it just makes me smile when I think about it. It's another edition of Whispering Katheryn in the outro because, I don't know, because this is a condenser mic. I think Pleiade is a condenser mic, isn't it? It just sounds better when I whisper. I love it. Anyway, thank you so much for making it this far to the outro where I just started whispering and rambling about whatever. Honestly, I think I need to say that this script is I just found it randomly. To be fair, I don't know much about Yuki-Onnas or anything. Yuki-Onna, I don't know much about it. I'm pretty bad with mythology, so I'm probably gonna research about them later on. But I saw this script as I refreshed the subreddit, right? And the author/writer said that it was their first ever script. What the heck? It's so good though. I wish there's more fills of the script, because honestly, I didn't do that well, because of course my voice is not the best right now. I'm still sick. Oh yeah, I guess if you don't follow my Twitter, I'm still sick. I literally was about to recover from my previous cough from last year, and then I went home, helped my family, yada yada yada, and then I got sick again. I had a really bad fever for 2 or 3 days, and even now I have a flu. I can't stop sneezing, I can't stop voice is not great, so I do apologize if it sounds kind of bad. I do think like someone with a better voice would, nail this role perfectly though. I gotta look out for that. Anyways, I think that is all for me. Oh my god, it's been like 11 days into 2026 and I've gotten sick. I've had a fight with my parents. My PayPal, okay, technically it wasn't my PayPal, like it was my brother's PayPal. Like I have to reconfirm his identity, yada yada yada. Just a lot of things. Like I wasn't able to use PayPal. I mean, nobody donated, it's fine. But like, it's so annoying. Like, why? Why is it so hard to confirm one's identity? I'm not trying to scam people. It's just, okay. I'm sorry. Enough me rambling. I hope your New Year's, I hope your 2026 so far is going great for you guys. Please don't get sick. Please bundle up. Please take care of yourself. I don't want to hear my subscribers getting sick. It makes me sad. Okay. Promise me that you'll take care of yourself. Okay. Alright, that is all from me. I love you guys so much.